Hello friends, good evening. Today we will discuss regarding class 9 physics episode 5. We have already discussed in the episode 4 regarding the phase transformation or change of state of matter from solid to liquid, and most of the things we have considered, and little bit rest part we will consider today, and simultaneously we will discuss regarding transformation of liquid to gaseous phase. So let us start with influence of impurities on melting point. Actually, if some foreign external particle is added to a solid material, then the melting temperature of the solid material or alloy will be definitely lower than the melting point temperature of the individual material. How does it happen? Let us discuss that one. If we see the microstructure या crystalline structure of an alloy, we find that this external particle या foreign particle या alloying element exist in the alloy as interstitial atom या substitutional atom in the solid solution. Now let us consider the structure of steel. These are the iron atom which are the solvent atom in case of body centered cubic crystalline structure, and this space between two corresponding consecutive atoms, that is space is there. This carbon atom has been added, carbon atom has taken place in that position, interstitial atom, that is interstitial atom, that is solute atom. This solute atom is carbon. We know that melting temperature of carbon is 3550 and melting temperature of pure iron is 1539 degree centigrade, and in case of steel the melting temperature becomes 1395 to 1538 degree centigrade depending on the amount of carbon present in the alloy system. So this is the case of interstitial solid solution alloy. Another thing is there. In case of pure iron, the atoms are regularly structured way, atoms are arranged very regularly and structured way. Whenever we are introducing some foreign particle to the body, this gets little distorted because of foreign particle and atomic stress field. That's why it gets distorted. So free energy of the alloy system is always higher than the pure alloy system, and definitely as each and everything in the nature always try to be stable in lower free energy state. That's why free energy of the alloy will be always higher than the free energy of the pure material. So definitely alloy will need lower amount of heat to get converted to other liquid body. Now let us come to the substitution and solid solution alloy. In case of substitution and solid solution, these are the solvent atom, and many solvent atom is replaced by the solute atom. Here this is the solute atom and these are solvent atom. In case of nickel copper alloy, this type of substitutional solid solution is available like Cupro nickel. In this case also, due to addition of solute atom from external foreign particle, this crystal lattice get distorted and it will also increase the free energy of the alloy system, and definitely it will also be having lower melting temperature than the pure material. Now let us come to the freezing mixture. The mixture by which very low temperature can be generated is called freezing mixture. If we add 75 mass percentage of ice and 25% mass percentage of sodium chloride, it will produce minus 23 degree centigrade, and addition of 40 mass percent ice and 60% of calcium chloride mass will produce minus 50 degree centigrade of temperature, that is very low temperature. And this type of freezing mixture is used for preservation of fish, ice cream, etc. Now we will start to liquid to gas transformation. Actually there are two processes by which liquid gets converted to gaseous phase. Number one is boiling and number two is evaporation. Boiling is the process of vaporization of a liquid at very fast rate from whole mass of the liquid. Now let us understand the process. If we apply some external heat to a liquid body kept in a container, this external heat will initially increase the sensible, will be added as the sensible heat and will increase the temperature, and once the boiling point is reached, the boiling will happen all throughout the mass of the body. Each and individual portion will be boiled because bond will be broken up once boiling temperature is reached. So boiling will occur from everywhere of the liquid. Boiling will occur at temperature more than boiling temperature, and that is very fast rate because that happens from all throughout the body, all throughout the point of the body, and this will be associated with some sound also. That is the boiling. Evaporation is the process of conversion of liquid to vapor state at any temperature from top surface of the liquid only. So evaporation will happen from the top surface of the liquid only and not from the whole mass of the body. If we consider this liquid body kept in a container, it is very easy to understand that inside inner molecule, the liquid molecule which are existing in the inner portion, like this portion, those atoms are very strongly bounded by the consecutive atoms, because this atom is bounded from this side, that side. All these atoms are bounded very closely from surrounding atoms from each and every side. But in case of top surface, these molecules is little bit free because that is only bounded from this side only, and top surface is absolutely free. So when that will get some little bit positive influence, that will easily escape out from the top surface of the body. That influence is low relative humidity. If relative humidity is very low, that means atmosphere is capable of taking higher amount of vapor, moisture. In that case, these particles will be free and it will just evaporated out because this bond is very weak. It will just evaporate out. That process is known as vaporization. So vaporization does not necessarily need additional amount of external heat to be added, and it can happen at any temperature depending on the atmospheric condition. Latent heat of vaporization of water is 537 calorie per gram. It means to convert 1 gram of water at 100 degree centigrade to 1 gram of steam at 100 degree centigrade, we will need to add 537 calorie of heat to the system. Now we will discuss regarding effect of pressure on boiling point. Actually, if we increase the pressure on the system, boiling point of the liquid will also increase because that will be hindered, the process will be hindered. If we reduce the pressure, boiling point of the liquid also will reduce because that will be faster, boiling point will be reduced. That is the reason why we feel difficulty of proper cooking of food at hilltop, because at the top of the hill atmospheric pressure is lesser in compared to ground level. That's why when we reach at the top of the hill, boiling point gets reduced and water, something liquid metal, liquid thing gets boiled at lower temperature than its boiling point at ground level. That's why the cook does not properly boil. These things we have already discussed in the last session. So we will stop here today. and in next session, that means in episode 6, we will continue these things. I think these things will be helpful to the students. Thank you. Be with me and like and subscribe my video.